Hey guys, what's going on? I'm bringing you guys something different today, something super exciting. This is PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds, PUBG, the GOAT, the most popular game of the year, the most insane popular game of the year. This is actually on the Xbox One X, so this is not on the PC. I have the ability to record on the PC, and so what I ultimately want to do is I want to do like a comparison video. So I guess that'll be coming soon. I'll have to work on that and figure out exactly how I'm going to do that. But this is on the Xbox. So this right here, this gun I picked up off the table right there is the SKS, which is my favorite weapon. You know, AKM is really good too, but the SKS is just really sick. It's a single fire, just, you know, really powerful, just single fire rifle, and it's just ridiculous. So one of the things is I have PUBG on the PC, and I've been playing it a bunch. I'm playing with a friend that I work with, and I think I've played probably 12 hours of it on the PC, and I think I have like 5 or 6 kills total. When I've been playing with, and there's this weird glitch with the sound on the Xbox where the sound won't work, and then you have to press A to switch seats inside the plane, which I didn't even know you could do, and then it'll start playing the sound. So you can see my cursor roaming around. I'm just trying to, you know, pick a place to land, and I decided to land there. So you'll see me drop here in a second, but one of the things is I've been playing on the PC, and since I'm not familiar with the PC, I mean, I've been an Xbox gamer since 2005 when I got my Xbox 360, so I've been used to that, and I was a console gamer for, you know, a good probably 8 years before that also. So all about the console gaming, never played any games on a PC, so it's very weird for me to move with buttons or with keys on the keyboard, and then to look around with the mouse. It's very weird to me to move that way. So I'm just now, after about 5 hours. See, when you play the solo games, it doesn't work as well, but after playing with my friend from work about 5 hours probably over two different nights, I've basically started to get a little more the hang of the controls, you know, picking markers on the map, picking a place to land, being able to get myself out there, you know, get myself out there while diving, because you can move while you dive. And now when I play solo, that's something that I do every single time. When I go in somewhere, oh, I didn't even pick up that vest, did I? Oh, yeah, I did. Okay. I was going to say, I'm an idiot. So, yes, I like to go in and close the doors when I go in, because that way it gives me a little bit of advantage. First of all, people aren't expecting anyone in here when the doors are closed. And also, that gives me a chance when I hear the door open to obviously know that someone's there. So, I mean, for those of you that have lived under a rock and you don't know what PUBG is, they call it a battle royale type game, which is where you start in with 100 people. Everybody drops in out of a plane, as you just saw, and then you just go and you find loot basically, and you find guns to try to kill people with, and your goal is to be the last one standing. And so it's been on the PC as an early access game, which is, you know, a game that's not finished. So look at all that ammo on the ground. So it's not a finished game. It's an early access game, and it's been on the PC for, I'd say, 6 or 8 months. So it started earlier this year. And they've already moved 20 million copies, which is really incredible. A game like Battlefield, which is a very established game, very, very established game, had been around for a decade, and has incredible household name recognition. They might sell like 10 to 15 million copies of like a good game that they're really, you know, proud of. And so I saw that guy over there, so I went over to try to get him, and I thought I could get him through the window, but since it's third person, you can't quite see like that, so I'm just really bad. Like, the third person's really hard to get used to, and then the movement of the guys is not what I was expecting. But you'll see this here. So here we go, waiting for him, and he does come out. Boom! That's right. Get shotgun. And I thought I heard someone behind me. So the sound is kind of messed up on here. the directional sound is unfortunately terrible. I won't even say it's not good. It's absolutely terrible as far as like the front to back. You know, you can tell whether someone's coming around you or whatever, but front to back sound is terrible. And that one I had to track him because I'm just not used to this aiming. So you can actually see him right there in the grass, just moving to the left. But I didn't see him that time, so I actually saw him right there, and I was like, I think he's laying down in the grass. Which he is. So that right there is already 3 kills. So what I will say is this, and that's why I started teabagging. In the 5 hours that I've played with my friend from work, I have got 0 kills. And in the entire 12 hours that I've had the game for almost a month, I've gotten, I think, 7 kills. So for me to get 3 kills like that, right within that period of time is ridiculous. So I was super thrilled, and I was so enjoying it. So I had played earlier with another friend and a couple of his friends that I did not know, and we played in the 4-man squads for like an hour and a half or so. And that was a lot of fun. Got to actually play and experience the game. So basically, I've experienced it on the PC a bunch, but not on the Xbox. And I bought it. It did come out a few days ago. I came home and fell asleep straight away 2 nights in a row like an old man, which is pretty ridiculous. So I didn't even get a chance to start downloading the game. And last night I went to download it thinking it was going to take forever. And it's only 5 gigabytes. It's like 5.5 gigabytes. So it took me, you know, who knows? I don't even remember how long it took me. Like half an hour maybe. Not a ton of time. So, yeah, and one of the things I was worried about with this game is how you're going to have all the... Man, I think I'm going to sneeze. I hope I don't. That would not be good. So one of the things I was concerned about was how all the keys were going to work, because when you play on the PC, there's a lot of keys. Obviously, you have all the movement keys, but then you have, like, the action key. You have a reload key. See, that point's flying right over top of me. So you have an action key, you have a reload key, you have an inventory key, and as you see right there, both. So you look at drop and hold to drop an amount, and then you look at use/equip, and then A hold is to swap. And then also while you're looting, X is to start looting, and then you have to hold X to reload. So because there's so many keys on the PC version, there's actually a lot of double uses on most of the keys or most of the buttons on the controller. So most of them, and see there, I was just closing up that door so if someone came up, they wouldn't expect someone to be here. And here comes someone right here. You can hear him. And I'm closing that door and just trying to get set up so I can figure out where they're coming from. And there he is right there. This game is really about the stealth and about the long game, so sometimes it's about letting people go like that. There's no point trying to shoot at him. It's just gonna let him know that I'm here and cause a problem, and so I don't want to do that. So here I realized, I look out there and I go, oh man, that thing's right out there, and I didn't realize I was crouching, so the gun was trying to like pull up and be weird, and I couldn't quite get it to work, and I also thought that was him right next to the crate, but I couldn't tell. And once I see him move, I realize it's him. So I'm like, yeah, okay, that's him. So then I zero in and try to shoot him. The sense of sensitivity and stuff, and the way the gun moves is really, really crazy. Like, it's really different from what I'm used to. So it's taken me a lot. But I mean, seriously, like the first game I got into on here, while I was waiting for my friend to finish up his game, the first game I got into, I got 3 kills. And then in this game, I think I get 4 kills, I think. So it's like I already have as many kills in just 2 quick games of 20 minutes. So in like 30 to 40 minutes, I have as many kills as I have in 12 hours on the PC. And that's just because, you know, aiming with the mouse is super hard for me because I'm not used to it. I haven't done it. And I'm just a controller guy through and through, Xbox guy through and through. So, yeah, I mean, this game is so awesome. This was a really good game. This is by far the best game I've had on PUBG that I've ever played, and hopefully I just keep getting better. So there's a few things about the Xbox. Again, like I said, the button thing is one thing. There's just so many commands that it's just, you know, you have to have a lot of the buttons do double duty. So if you, like I said, if you press X, you can loot something, or that's the action button, like to open up a door. But then if you hold X, that's how you reload the gun. All the D-pad functions are used, both buttons, both triggers, the clicks, and then there's combinations of buttons. So there's a free look feature where you can like continue running straight, but you can like look around you with the camera, so your character just keeps running straight. That's to hold the right button and look around with the right stick. And then, I mean, there's just a lot of different commands and stuff. So, lot to get used to. So really the main difference though, well, I mean, I guess there's two main differences. So, the frame rate is a massive difference. So it plays at 30 FPS on the console, and even if you hadn't told me that, I would have been able to tell. And I just ran right past the crate because I'm an idiot. And see, look, I was using the free look feature, so I actually thought I turned around, but I didn't. So, anyway, so yeah, here I am picking up this loot package, or this care package that they dropped. Now, I don't really know what that guy got out of this. Not much, but there was an 8x scope, which is sick for like snipers. Like a Car 98, if you can have an 8x scope, you're just set in business. But yeah, I mean, it plays at 30 FPS, so even before I had my PC, I've realized for about the last 6 months that the difference between 30 frames per second and 60 frames per second is pretty massive. I hit him all three of those times. Sick. 4 kills. That's what I'm talking about. When I was just standing there looking at that, and I was just like, you gotta be kidding me, bruh. Like 4 kills? I am bossing it right now. Like this is, I mean, like I said, I've probably got 4 kills on the PCs, which is all I've been playing before this. I probably have 4 kills in the last maybe 3 weeks. 3 or 4 weeks. I have 4 kills total. So to get all those in like 10 minutes, I guess it's 12 minutes, but man, oh man. So definitely nowhere near as smooth. And, you know, I could say this, and now as I think it sounds dumb, but it's half as smooth. And, I mean, it's half as many frames, but legitimately, it's only half as smooth as what I'm getting on my PC. Now, you know, my PC is not some, you know, budget PC. It's you know, it's powerful, and it can definitely run the game at 60 frames, but I play it at 4K, so I have to turn things down to like medium settings, but I can definitely get a solid 60 frames. When I'm in like a gun battle, sometimes it's like 50 frames or like 55, but like seriously, the difference is really incredible. Like it's hard to even put into words the difference. Now, because I'm using medium settings on the PC, because this game is notoriously hard to run. In fact, there's like memes that are inspired by this. They're like, you know, oh, you have a 1080 Ti, which is a $750 graphics card. It's like, oh, you have a 1080 Ti. Good luck. You know, it's like enjoy your 45 frames on PUBG kind of a thing, because it's super hard to run. So I'm impressed that they got it running at all on the Xbox. But you can definitely tell from playing this how rough it is to play. I mean, there's a lot of little hiccups when you're playing, and the graphics, I mean, you can definitely tell the 30 frames per second, and even with the 30 FPS, which is essentially half the load of 60 frames per second, it still struggles. There are parts of the game that do struggle quite a bit, like when you're in the plane and you're flying over the map, like the map is just incredibly rough down in the corner, like just the movement on the map, and just the movement in general. And, you know, it stutters a lot and stuff like that. But honestly, though, I don't think it ruins the gameplay, in my opinion. I mean, obviously, it's better when it's smoother. But it's kind of six of one, half dozen of another trade-off, because the people on the PC are so good that if you aren't good, then you just get waxed every single game. And like I said, I mean, you can tell by how many kills I get. I get no kills. Like, every game I play, the reason why I haven't played a ton is because I can't really play by myself, because I get super frustrated. I play for like an hour, and all it is just like 5-6 matches of deaths. Just death after death. And, you know, sometimes you get lucky, or sometimes you drop in the right area. That's why I like to drop to these unpopulated areas. Like you see this game, it actually benefited me, because I dropped to an unpopulated area, got at least a loot or two, and then I caught one guy off guard, got a second guy who didn't quite know where I was, and then got a third guy who was trying to lay in the grass. And so here I'm using the free look feature, so see how my character's running forward, but I can actually look a full 360 around myself, and that's what I do. And that's absolutely fantastic for running across open fields, so you can actually see where the guys are coming from. So you can, make sure that no one's scouting you or trying to hit you or whatever, and just sort of, cover your own back. And here I've set a marker. You can see that yellow marker up at the top of my screen. I've set a marker for myself where I want to go. And so I'm just trying to move over there just to sort of see if I can get myself in a better position. So super fun, guys. I mean, this game's so much fun anyway. But playing it on the console, it immediately felt like home. As much as I've been playing it on the PC, I'm actually getting much, much better at the controls on the PC. That my aiming is still absolutely horrendous. And when I say horrendous, I mean it's so bad, it's embarrassing. It's flat out embarrassing. It's like I'm like the newest noob that's ever played the game, and it sucks. So to come on here and to play with the controller, it immediately felt right at home with the controller, and once I started to figure out the commands, it really wasn't that bad. So by this game, I'd already figured out the commands, already figured out how to loot, how to open stuff up, how to free look, and all that kind of stuff. So it was definitely a lot better. And see, there's another car. So I was like, man, I gotta hurry and get inside here. So that's the world's worst pistol. It's a 7.62 millimeter pistol, but it's a revolver. So yeah, I mean, again, smoothness is far less than what I get on the PC, and I mean like significantly less. Like it almost feels like a different game, but luckily the gameplay is intact. There were some issues with like network lag and my friend and his friends getting booted and then being able to rejoin kind of stuff. Which I wasn't expecting, but it's honestly a miracle that they can get it running on the Xbox. And I'm playing it on the One X, so I can only imagine, see there's a guy way off in the distance there, I can only imagine how it's playing on the original Xbox One. I don't even want to think about that, but man, it's so much fun. The gameplay is exactly the same as on the PC. The people who are playing are not as good because obviously they're not like, people who've been playing it forever, or they're people who might be playing it but aren't used to playing it on a console. So I feel like in a lot of ways, a lot of the people who are really good on the PC who are just murdering me right out the gate, I feel like I was kind of that guy in some situations in this game tonight. But yeah, I mean, it's been a couple days, and so I figured I had to play it, and it was good because I got a text message that said, hey, you want to play some PUBG? And I thought to myself, there's nothing I would rather be doing more than playing PUBG. So it was just so much fun. And I heard some guys up there, I couldn't tell how close they were, how far they were. Oh, now this is unfortunately going to be the end of the match, and it ends in just a stupid note. So I didn't see anybody through that window. Didn't hear anybody moving around, didn't see anybody through those windows, so I thought I was safe, and you'll see what happens. But, guys, I really appreciate you watching this one. This is super fun. I hope I see you guys out there. This game is just so much fun. And look at that. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. So, anyway, incredible amount of fun. I'll be playing this so much more. I'll bring you guys so much more content like this. I really appreciate it. I hope I see you guys another time. Hit that subscribe button if you like my content. Thank you. Appreciate it so much.